can't stop painting. I've been possessed to paint since I was a kid. It's not really a question of whether I want to paint. It's something that's just part of me. I have to talk about what I see, and have to describe what I'm seeing and how I perceive it. And sometimes people don't like it, but I mean, that's just part of me. I picked up a spray paint can maybe by 12, 13, and was on the walls after that. And yeah, that's where my name Stevenski came from. It was my tag name, and it became my legal name. Maximalism is a way of just going far and beyond whatever your craft is. I mean, it could be related to any particular discipline of the arts. Like Miles Davis is a maximalist because he broke from the classical and avant-garde and went even beyond that. You could say the same for a lot of different artists. Once they master all the classic disciplines, you can break beyond them and go to another level. I mean, to me, that's what maximalism defines. I'm an autonomous human being. I think for myself, I do for myself, I create what I want to create. People have this crutch of authority where they have to rely on somebody to tell them what to do and how to do it and how to think and how to act, and maximalism is the defiance of all that. I like to think of my work as windows, so whenever I put a painting up, I want people to, if you're in a box of a room with one window, you want to have a view of something that kind of inspires you. And to me, a painting is the same thing as a nice window view. And if you can't see anything out of it or through it, then it's kind of meaningless. And so, nobody wants a window facing a brick wall. You want something that kind of that challenges you, inspires you. I never painted for money. I paint for information. And I paint because it's something that's inside me that I've been possessed to do since I was a child, and I just had to learn how to get it outside of me so that I could breathe. You know what I mean? I've been tormented by it. It's like dreams. It just takes over, and I have to find a way of exploring that and defining what it is that that bring me nightmares or dreams and visions and whatnot. So oil paint is very intense because you can do anything with it. It takes a long time to dry, but it's all out there. It's all encompassing. You could do everything with oils. Thank God I was painting with oils this whole time, because it's kind of like literature and classic type of an art form, and it's something that it definitely taught me a lot with patience and time and fortitude and endurance. And so that definitely led me to really evaluating everything, because it gives you an opportunity to kind of figure things out, as the paint is drying. I use women to represent nature, and I use buildings and technology to represent the opposite of the force. Most of my paintings are nature, fall into technology, or the Clash of the Titans in that aspect. Oil paint for me it's just my medium. It's my way of describing my story, and I'm gonna continue to do it, whether people accept it or like it or not. I mean, that has nothing to do with why I do what I do. So, I mean, I'm gonna keep on doing it. People think it's beautiful. I mean, obviously I have paintings all over the world that people buy them from. I'm not a millionaire, but people are buying them. And it takes for me to get face to face with people for me to sell a painting, and that's fine. I mean, if somebody wants a painting, it's not about the money for me. If people want to support me and give me a lot of money, I'm not going to refuse it, but I'll never let money influence my work. The more information that's in a painting kind of describes who the painter is. When you look at a painting and you can't tell if it's a woman or a man that made it, or if they lived in the city or the country, or what they're trying to describe behind the painting, I mean, to me, it's kind of meaningless, because paintings are like stories. And like a novel without a story is kind of like a book with blank pages, and that's minimalism to me. And I've always wanted to tell a story and have people, understand what my feelings were and where I was coming from, but just by looking at the painting. So I just don't care. I don't care what people have to say about my work, and the more they tell me not to do it, the more I'm going to do it.